Advancing starts here. At the center of data. Driving experiences. Building worlds. Developing an open system. And putting it all at your fingertips. With the power of AI, this is AMD.
Dajahao, and good morning from vibrant Taipei. And thank you all for joining us here, as well as those watching us live from all around the world. It's always inspiring to be surrounded by so many brilliant minds and bold ideas. And there's no better place than Computex, right here in the world's Silicon Crossroads. Let's talk about the future of compute. We've got a great show for you here today. At AMD, we believe high-performance computing is the foundation of the modern world, and we're committed to advancing it to help solve the world's most pressing challenges across the cloud, healthcare, manufacturing, communications, automotive, PCs, and gaming. AMD technology is everywhere. Every day, billions of people rely on our products, often without even realizing it. Today, the most exciting frontier for high-performance computing is AI. It continues to redefine how we interact with technology, and our solutions are accelerating this disruptive force. In the data center, AMD EPYC is the CPU of choice for leading hyperscalers from all around the world, powering internal workloads across platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Netflix. AMD Instinct also powers some of the world's most popular generative AI platforms, delivering the performance and efficiency they depend on. Data centers are critical to AI, but here's the truth. Not every workload needs to live in the cloud, and not every breakthrough needs a supercomputer. In fact, some of the most powerful AI is happening on your personal device right now, with smaller models calling on local data to get instant insights. Today at Computex, we're thinking big by going small, showing how personal devices are driving real-time AI, breaking world records, transforming gaming, and unlocking powerful new experiences. Small is where breakthrough begins, and it's never been so powerful. Today's show is divided into 3 chapters: gaming, AI PCs, and workstations. And I want to start with the one closest to my heart. Gaming has shaped my career and remains one of my greatest passions. Just a couple weeks ago, I revisited The Elder Scrolls Oblivion in a stunning new remaster. Wandering through the game brought back nostalgia, but what stood out most was how far technology has come. Characters now move fluidly, lighting and shadows feel alive with real-time effects, and environments are lush with incredible level of details. The remaster is a reminder just how far technology has come. At AMD, enabling that level of wonder is our mission. And it fills me with pride to know that more than 1 billion people around the world power the gaming experiences with AMD hardware and software, more than any other company. In the last few months, we launched some of our most ambitious products yet, designed to deliver extraordinary performance and visual fidelity. Powered by second-generation 3D V-Cache technology, we brought to market the world's best desktop and mobile processors for gamers and creators, crushing gaming benchmarks while handling demanding creative workloads with incredible ease. We also introduced the RDNA 4 architecture, built to make enthusiast-level gaming accessible to everyone. Fans wrapped around city blocks all over the world just to be among the first to experience what we built. That level of passion doesn't just show up, it's earned. To everyone in the gaming community, thank you. Your passion drives us, your feedback shapes us, and your imagination inspires us. And know that big things are coming. with plenty of exciting updates we have in the pipeline. At AMD, our mission for graphics is clear. We want to create immersive, universally accessible experiences that dissolve the boundaries of reality. But here's the truth. Hardware alone can't make this vision a reality. As we push into advanced graphics with techniques like path tracing, traditional methods buckle under the weight of complexity and cost. To bring this future to every gamer, we needed a different approach. This led to the incredible partnership with Sony and PlayStation in the form of Project Amethyst, a joint co-development effort to reimagine the future of immersive gaming, unlocking new levels of realism, responsiveness, and creativity across console, PC, and the cloud. Together, we've developed the advanced models powering FSR's next-generation upscaling and frame generation. This collaboration paved the way for FSR 4, launched earlier this year. What started as a traditional upscale has evolved into a machine learning engine that optimizes every frame in real time. At its core, ML Super Resolution predicts and reconstructs missing detail, instantly upscaling it to higher resolution. The result is razor-sharp visuals, higher frame rates, and dramatically lower latency. Let's take a look at a side-by-side demo. The footage you're seeing is from the Ghost of Tsushima, a stunning journey to feudal Japan. Compared to FSR 3, FSR 4 renders every blade of grass with sharp clarity, and fog rolls in without obscuring detail. These are the moments where detail usually fades, but FSR 4 preserves the scene and honors the artistry behind it. In particle-heavy scenes like Fire and Ember, FSR 4 keeps every detail sharp, even in chaos. In early generations, effects like these would blur, but with FSR 4, smoke moves past the tree. The branches stay crisp. No ghosting, no smearing, just creator's intent. FSR 4 brings cinematic immersion to every gamer without the need for brute force hardware. But Super Resolution was only the opening chapter. With FSR, we want to harness machine learning, deliver breathtaking visuals, enable developers to craft real-time worlds that everyone can enjoy. And the next chapter is almost here. I'm super excited we brought FSR 4 to the latest RDNA 4 architecture. In the second half of this year, RDNA 4 gamers can expect something big with FSR Redstone. The machine learning pipeline layers advanced neural rendering techniques on top of Super Resolution, pushing performance and fidelity even further. Let's break it down step by step to understand why Redstone will be a game changer for RDNA 4 users. At its core, Redstone tackles one of the graphics' toughest challenges, realistic light behavior, how it bounces, reflects, casts shadows, and scatters smoke or glass. Instead of brute force path tracing, FSR Redstone does it smartly, brings cinematic realism in a far more efficient and accessible way. To see how all of this comes together, let's start with a scene that doesn't have any of these advanced FSR technologies applied to it. Let's first apply one of our techniques called neural radiance caching, or NRC, a layer of technology that reuses and refines lighting from nearby pixels and past frames. Powered by machine learning, NRC predicts how light moves through a scene in real time, boosting image quality, cutting noise, and improving performance. Next, we're introducing ray regeneration, a game-changing technology, and this is where things get really exciting. Trained on a clean output and incomplete renders, it filters noise in real time, delivering smooth, detailed image typically reserved for high-end hardware. The visual quality improvement is truly remarkable. FSR then applies our previously demonstrated MLSR technology, boosting frames while preserving the photorealism achieved with NRC and ray regeneration. With image quality and performance optimized, the final step is deepening immersion, and we do that through frame generation. It predicts and inserts new frames for smoother motion and higher frame rates. And to keep gameplay sharp and responsive, we pair with our proven anti-lag technology. With FSR Redstone, we're bringing path trace fidelity to all RDNA 4 users. bring us closer to blurring the lines between the virtual and the real. I want to give you a glimpse of the full capability of FSR Redstone. Let's take a look. How cool was that? We're incredibly excited to bring FSR Redstone to all Arena 4 gamers later this year, but that's just the beginning. Starting June 5th, over 60 games will support FSR 4, with plenty more coming later this year. But we're not stopping there. The response from the community has been incredible, so we're taking things further. Today, I'm so excited to introduce the AMD Radeon RX 9060 XT, the fastest graphics card available under $350. Available for elite 1440p gaming, it features 16 gigabytes of VRAM and delivers 821 TOPS of AI compute to unlock the full potential of FSR Redstone. When it comes to performance, the 960 XT pulls ahead. It's 6% faster across 40 game titles without upscaling or frame generation. In games like Spider-Man 2 or Call of Duty Black Ops 6, that lead jumps over 20%. And in ray-traced titles like Hogwarts Legacy, the 9060 XT 16 gigabytes of VRAM gives an even bigger advantage. It also delivers 15% better performance per dollar than both the 8 gig and 16 gig versions of the 5060 Ti. We're excited for more gamers to experience the Arena 4 family starting on June 5th worldwide. Now, let's talk about AI PCs. AI is reshaping the future, but the PC remains the foundation. It's where performance meets purpose and where innovation hits your hands every single time you open the lid. At AMD, our process to building great devices starts by listening to what users want and how to interact with technology. We collaborate with developers to create software that empowers people with tools that make them more productive and creative. We then partner with our top OEM partners to design systems that reflect this vision: sleek, light, powerful, and crafted to fit seamlessly into every user's world. Devices that don't just perform, but also elevate the experience. And only then we push the boundaries of silicon design. By building breakthrough architecture and power-efficient systems that unlock new capabilities, ensuring that every innovation in software and design is backed by unbeatable hardware. This is how we build category-defining devices. From top to bottom, our AI PC lineup sets the industry standard. Ryzen AI 7 crushes the competition with 30% more performance. Ryzen AI 9 pushes that to 60%. And Ryzen AI Max is an outright monster, delivering 3x the performance of its closest rival. It's so powerful, Ryzen AI Max even outperforms Apple's brand new M4 Pro by 15%. But our goal wasn't just to break records. Instead, we want to lay the foundation for the next era of personal computing. Let me explain. In just 2 years, AI has evolved so fast. Context windows have exploded, and models now understand text, speech, and images. They've grown sharper, more personal, moving from pattern matching to real reasoning. But the real game changer yet may be size, because in many cases, smaller isn't just good enough, it's better. Larger models are incredibly powerful, but they are slow, costly, and less accurate for specialized tasks. Smaller, task-tuned models, on the other hand, are faster, sharper, and can run anywhere. This is where AI PCs shine. With neural engines on board, they cut latency, skip the cloud, and bring private AI to your notebook. Ryzen AI 300 series was built exactly for this. Across industries, we're seeing teams swap complex workloads for fluid on-device intelligence. Consider a case of teachers. AI PCs let schools customize models to match their curriculum, all while running locally. Or think paralegals who deal with mountains of documents daily. Specialized models on AI PCs speed up discovery, search, and summarization while keeping privileged information secure. And for productivity warriors on the go, AI PCs are a game changer. Think of a software developer using his on-device coding copilot to speed up projects at 35,000 feet up in the air. Wherever you look, AI PCs are revolutionizing how we work. And today, we have a real-world demo. I have someone who's supposed to be here to help me. Let's call her live. Hey, Chang, where are you? The show has started.
Hi Jack，我在后台呢。
Now, Chang, are you really testing my Chinese live at Computex? Why don't we try using our new voice-to-voice speech translation AI model to help me? But first, can you show your iPhones? Everyone knows this is live and not a pre-recorded video.
没问题，这是我的手机。
It's okay, this is my phone.
And Chang, can you describe the application you're currently using?
这是一个语音到语音的翻译工具。
It's a translation tool from voice to voice.
And Chang, are you ready to join me on stage? How are you feeling?
我准备好了，我也感觉非常紧张。
I'm ready. I feel very nervous too.
Hey, Chang, why don't you come and join me on stage? We want to show you a glimpse of what's to come with AI models. Hundreds of millions of people in the world cannot read and write, but they can speak. And it's wonderful to see how AI will connect the world. And it's not perfect yet, but we'll absolutely work to increase accuracy and reduce latency. We can see the application of AI in real time. Hey, Chang, there you are. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Hi Jack, I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
So what demo do you have for us here today?
There are a lot of AI applications running on our AI PCs. Today, I'm going to show you an AI agent for radiologists.
So why did you choose a radiologist use case?
For radiologists and healthcare in general, data needs to be private. And it's really important to run AI agents on your local machine and in a private network.
Makes sense. So what problems do you think you could help radiologists solve?
First, there is an overall shortage of radiologists all the time. And for radiologists, they have much work to do every day, including X-ray image analysis, pulling up prior cases for reference, and administrative workloads like writing comprehensive reports.
And Chang, I love how we're helping the medical community, maximizing time to help more people. Hey, why don't we get started with the demo?
Sure. Here is the AI agent for radiologists. First, let's upload a recently taken X-ray image to the agent. What it is doing right now is using our large language model, which has been trained on a medical data set, to analyze potential diseases of the uploaded image. And you can see, to protect the privacy of patients, there is no network connected to the laptop. The AI agent is fully running on our local PC.
No, that makes sense. The key is running it locally so we're not transmitting the patient's private data to the cloud.
Yeah. Here is the output. Traditionally, radiologists need to spend hours to search for similar cases for reference. Now, with the AI agents, let's write a prompt. Show me reference images. Within 5 seconds, you'll get a list of reference images shown on the screen.
So Chang, what we just witnessed is what would otherwise take hours to research. And the AI was able to understand the symptoms and pull prior records in seconds for the doctor to use as a reference.
Yeah. Additionally, doctors need to write comprehensive reports for peer review. Let's see how AI agent can help out with that. Let's type write a comprehensive report. Since we're in Taipei, in traditional Chinese.
Perfect.
For peer review.
Wonderful. Also help them write insurance claims too. So I think this application does really save a lot of time. I can see how AI agents can help professionals across multiple professions, even beyond the medical field. Cheng, thank you so much for taking time to help us with these demos. And I will improve my Chinese.
Thank you, Jack.
When models are tailored to real data and real problems, they don't just optimize workflows, they transform industries. With our incredible partners, we built the most powerful AI PC portfolio to seize this era of change. And one of these partners is here with us today. Please give me a warm welcome to my good friend, Luca Rossi, President of Intelligent Devices Group at Lenovo, to show what he's seeing on the front lines of this transformation. Hey, Luca, how you doing? Great to see you. Great to see you.
Great to see you. So, hi everyone, and thanks, Jack, for having me. I will say that it's always a pleasure to be back here at Computex, and especially when I get to share the stage with you.
Thank you, Luca, again. It's so great to have you here with us. Lenovo and AMD have partnered close for over 2 decades. We have co-engineered so many memorable systems from desktops to notebooks to workstations. And more recently, we are disrupting the AI era together.
Yeah, it's true. And what began 25 years ago as an hardware collaboration is now a shared mission to bring AI to life. Together, Jack, AMD, we have built momentum across PCs, workstations, servers, and edge solutions, making AI more available, more useful, more impactful. Last year, together, we shared a vision of what was possible for AI PCs with on-device AI, Copilot+, and of course, AMD Ryzen AI processors. Today, it's a reality. AI PCs are in homes, studios, schools, and offices around the world. And we predict by 2028, 80% of PCs and more devices will be with AI. I have an example, interesting example. In Asia Pacific, a secondary school created a self-study zone using Lenovo devices powered by AMD Ryzen, and students are able to summarize readings, reviewing lessons, getting real-time feedback, all on device and without needing internet access. In enterprise, on the other side, our customer in finance, consulting, manufacturing, they all have started using AMD-powered ThinkPad and ThinkBook AI laptops. And they are seeing faster onboarding, better multilingual collaboration, as you've shown, more efficient meetings, using features like real-time summarization, file search, and many other things.
Luke, I completely agree. That's what AI should be doing, helping people work faster, create more, and focus on what really matters. But that kind of impact depends on a strong portfolio. Lenovo is one of our deepest partners, and we're so proud to co-develop industry-leading AI PCs together, whether it's ThinkPad, ThinkBook, or Yoga. And this year, the lineup got even stronger.
Sure, absolutely. So this year, we introduced ThinkPad P16 Gen 4. That's our most powerful AMD-based mobile workstation built for the professionals with very high demanding AI workloads. Then we have the ThinkPad T14S Gen 6 we launched last year. It now became a gold standard in corporate laptops and offer 3x performance boost compared to the previous generation. Switching gears, in the creator space, the Yoga 7 2-in-1 brings AMD AI into a convertible form factor for unparalleled creative freedom. And last but not least, for gamers, streamers, our latest Legion PC and Legion Go handheld devices, they continue to rise the bar with the real-time AI-driven performance optimization.
I love it, Luca. I love it. Our partnership, Luca, is built on deep co-engineering between our teams, from silicon system design to software integration. And the collaboration extends beyond personal computing. Lenovo and AMD are building across the entire AI ecosystem, from model training and data center to inference at the edge to user interaction on the device. This is seamless AI experience enterprise customers want. No silos, no delays, just fast, real results. And manufacturers are training models on AMD-powered Lenovo servers, deploying them to the edge where insights surface instantly on ThinkPads.
Sure. And in fact, hardware is only half of the story. At Lenovo, we see and we believe AI PCs and devices are the powerful integration of hardware and software working seamlessly together. And that's why we are investing heavily in AI software experiences, experiences that are device agnostic, intelligent, and personal. And Lenovo AI Now, which you know very well, is a perfect example. Is our own device AI agent. We first launched last year, and now has grown into a true productivity partner. It can summarize meetings, search documents, answer questions based on your local files, PKB, all while running securely and privately on the device which is top of mind. We are also offering useful AI software tools like Lenovo Creator Zone, Lenovo Learning Zone. These are two Lenovo IPs. They are helping AI device users storyboard, sketch, generate, and study faster, and all powered on device and not on the cloud.
Luca, I couldn't agree more. Hardware sets the stage, but it's the orchestration with software brings the performance to life. Those extra AI cycles translate directly into richer features and lower latency for our users, and they let us keep sensitive data local, what you and I always talk about. It's the kind of headroom that lets our teams dream bigger and ship faster.
Yeah. And indeed, Jack, I have another great example. It's a case study from one of our customers. The customer name is VCTO Labs, and they had a very tough challenge to digitize the famous island of Alcatraz.
The Rock.
Near San Francisco. And the team was unable to leave the island until they have scanned the entire island, every square meter of the island, which meant they needed to quickly process huge amount of data captured by laser scanners, captured by drone. And that's where AMD-powered Lenovo Workstation came to the rescue. Using the ThinkStation P8 with AMD Ryzen Threadripper Pro, our customer was able to quickly, accurately build a highly detailed 3D map that then the US National Park Service can use to track rising seas and coastal erosion. And what used to take weeks now is taking hours, right at the edge. So, Jack, we have talked about what is possible today, and we are proud of what we have delivered together so far, I think. But we are equally excited about what is coming next. And this year, we will be bringing AMD next generation workstation processors to our ThinkStation P8. That is our flagship workstation built for creative, for AI-intensive workload. It's a powerhouse combination. More details will come, but we and I wanted to be that you and this audience is the first one
Thank you,
to
Luca.
hear Computex. And then, furthermore, on the entire roadmap, we plan to launch many more AI PCs, devices with AMD that offer more options for consumers, for gamers, for business professionals, latest this year. So stay tuned for a lot more to come.
Luca, it's so incredible and show exactly what happens when two engineering teams come together with a shared goal. When you combine AMD's innovation with Lenovo's reach and expertise, the result isn't just a faster PC. It's a smarter one, built for how people work and create. And we're just getting started. In the months ahead, we'll bring AI PCs, servers, and edge devices into new markets, new form factors, and entirely new use cases. This is the next chapter of AI computing, and we're so proud to be building it together with you, Luca.
Yeah, sure. And thank you, Jack, and everyone. Our partnership is now more than a collaboration. It's a shared vision that's accelerating what is possible in AI, and I have to say, this is just the beginning. And thank you, Jack. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much,
so
Luca.
much.
Take care, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
AMD already leads in performance and efficiency, But for enterprises, that's just the baseline. They need top-tier device that empowers employees because the PC remains the core tool for creating value. But you also need to secure company data, protect privacy, and manage costs effectively. That's where AMD Pro steps in. AMD Pro is purpose-built for enterprises, combining hardened security, seamless remote management, and unmatched reliability, all backed by the raw performance AMD is known for. This is what sets business devices apart. And today, we're taking enterprise PCs even further with a major announcement from one of our closest OEM partners. Please join me welcome to the stage my good friend, S.Y. Hsu, co-CEO of ASUS. Hey, S.Y., how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jack. It's great to be here, and hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm welcome. It's always a pleasure to join you and the AMD team.
Thank you, S.Y. again. I'm so thrilled to have you here. ASUS and AMD share the same DNA of engineering and innovation, and we have done so much together the past 25 years, pushing the limits of high-performance computing and delivering incredible experiences.
Absolutely, Jack. The collaboration is a cornerstone of our success at ASUS. Our shared vision are more important than ever as we explore this new AI era, redefining everything from architecture to application. We are at the forefront of this shift, and our goal is to bring AI to everywhere through our most comprehensive AMD-powered portfolio.
And S.Y., our partnership really is everywhere. If you're a fan of AMD technology, then you're a fan of ASUS innovation. S.Y., I know you have even bigger ambitions to continue to disrupt industry with your innovation and beautiful designs.
That's right, Jack. Partnering with AMD on our commercial devices allows us to bring the same high-performance innovation and incredible designs you have seen in our gaming and consumer lines.
And that's why I think you have something pretty cool to review with us today, right? That really shows how we're transforming high-performance computing together.
Yes, we do. Our lineup ranges from high-performance gaming and consumer devices to an all-new commercial fleet. Would you like to take a look?
I would love to. That's why. What did you bring all of ASUS here with us?
Of course. That's my pleasure.
That's why this is amazing. We're so proud to co-engineer this impressive lineup with you. Can you tell us more about these systems, and why did you choose to partner with AMD?
We are partnering with AMD because your latest processors deliver the performance and the leadership AI capabilities, as well as the manageability and the security that are essential for the modern workplace. Our ASUS Expert Series portfolio is designed for diverse professional needs. This includes our B Series for enterprise solutions and our P Series, which is perfect for small businesses, home offices, and professionals.
That's why this is an unbelievable commercial lineup. But knowing you probably have something new up your sleeve, right?
How did you know, Jack? I'm incredibly excited to reveal 4 new ASUS Expert P-Series commercial PCs powered by the latest AMD technology. These devices are built from the ground up to revolutionize performance and efficiency for the modern workplace.
That's why this is so great, and it's so exciting to actually see ASUS integrating so deeply across your lineup. Can you tell us more about these new commercial platforms?
Of course. First, we have the ASUS ExpertBook P3, this one. This is great for professionals on the go. With AMD Ryzen AI 7 Pro processor, this ExpertBook brings powerful AI to business, making work more intuitive and efficient. Next is our desktop Expert Center series. This includes the P600 all-in-one, P700 desktop, and the PM54 mini PC, powered by the Ryzen AI Pro, enabling faster and more seamless workflows like content creation and the real-time collaboration. The P600 all-in-one includes a 24 and a 27-inch touchscreen, the P700 desktop features an upgradable tool-free chassis, optimized thermals, and the US military standard durability. And the PM54, a pound-sized mini PC, is an excellent fit for space-constrained environments. All of these come with AMD Pro technologies, which offer the security and manageability that enterprises need.
That's why I love your Pro, especially that mini desktop. And it's so impressive to see ASUS leveraging our latest AMD Ryzen AI to create this beautiful, beautiful portfolio. It's a testament to our partnership.
Thanks, Jack. This is just the beginning. We are still in the very early stage of the AI PC era, and the possibilities are incredible. By combining AMD's innovation in processors with ASUS' expertise in creating user-centric devices, we are pushing the boundaries and delivering groundbreaking AI experience to the market.
Completely agree, SY, and we're thrilled to be on this journey with you and ASUS. Thank you, SY, for joining me here today to showcase these beautiful enterprise PCs.
Thank you very much.
Take care, okay, SY, thank you.
Thank you.
As I mentioned earlier, AMD powers the world's most advanced AI PCs. And we're so proud that our global partners have already brought more than 100 stunning designs to life, built on AMD Pro and tailored for enterprise success. But we always start with one question. What do our customers need? What experiences are they trying to deliver? What challenges are they up against? That customer-first mindset is what drives our innovation, and it's helped us build incredible momentum with some of the world's most forward-thinking enterprises. One of those customers is TSMC, the world's largest foundry and global leader in innovation. To share how they're putting AMD Pro platforms to work, please join me in welcoming C.H. Wu, Deputy CIO at TSMC, who oversees all of IT technology operations at TSMC globally, to the stage. Hey, CH, how you doing? Thanks for joining me.
It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah.
And CH, at AMD, we're incredibly proud of our partnership with TSMC, a true leader in semiconductor manufacturing. Today, we wanted to dive into how TSMC is leveraging AMD technology with their own infrastructure. And CH, I understand TSMC has recently deployed ASUS commercial laptops powered by AMD Ryzen processors on your workforce. How was your deployment experience? Could you share some of the key drivers behind this decision?
Absolutely, Jack. TSMC is expanding its global footprint. We operate numerous fabs and offices around the globe. Our teams are always on the move, working collaboratively across various locations and time zones. This necessitates a reliable and efficient mobile computing solution. Two critical factors for us were performance and, even more important, battery life. We aim to equip our employees with devices that enable them to work efficiently anytime, anywhere, without worrying about battery life.
CH, that's such a crucial point. Can you elaborate more on your experience with the battery life of these AMD-powered ASUS commercial laptops in real-world usage at TSMC?
Yeah, we have been very impressed. Our initial testing and subsequent feedbacks from our employees indicate a significant improvement in battery endurance compared to our previous generation of laptops. We are seeing many users easily getting through a full workday on a single charge. This has been a game changer for productivity, allowing our employees to stay connected and work seamlessly, whether they are in a meeting room or the factory floor, or traveling between office buildings.
Sage, that's so fantastic to hear about the battery life. But what about the performance aspect? TSMC deals with incredible complex data and applications. How have the AMD Ryzen processors handled the demands of your workforce?
The performance is excellent. We have seen noticeable improvement in responsiveness and multitasking capabilities. Application load faster, data analysis is smoother, and overall, our employees are experiencing a more fluid and efficient computing experience. This is vital when dealing with the details of semiconductor manufacturing. The power efficiency of AMD Ryzen processor haven't compromised the performance, which is precisely what we are looking for.
It's so rewarding to know that our processors are contributing to the efficiency and productivity of a company as innovative as TSMC. Now, CH, have you received any specific feedback from your employees regarding these new laptops?
Yes, overwhelming positive. The extended battery life is consistent highlight as a major benefit. They also appreciate the enhanced performance, which enable them to handle their complex tasks more efficiently. It's evident that these AMD Power laptops are empowering our teams to work with greater flexibility and efficiency.
And CH, building on your positive experiences you shared, I'm curious about TSMC's future technology roadmap, particularly concerning the evolving landscape of AI PCs. As AI capabilities become increasingly integrated into computing, what are some of the potential requirements and expectations TSMC foresees for these type of devices within your organization?
Yeah, this is a very forward-thinking question, Jack. We are following the advancement in AI PC technology closely. At TSMC, the integration of AI at the endpoint holds significant potential across various aspects of our operations. Firstly, we anticipate enhanced productivity through intelligent assistants that can help our engineers and researchers with tasks like data analysis, literature review, and even preliminary simulations. The ability to run certain AI models directly on the device without constant reliance on cloud connectivity would be a significant advantage, especially in environments with stringent security protocol or limited network access. Secondly, we have been looking for AI PC not only deliver the robust performance for AI workload, but also maintain excellent battery life. On insight we have learned from our current deployment. Power efficiency will be crucial, as well as seamless integration with our existing IT infrastructure and manageability at scale.
CH, that's such a fascinating overview of TSMC's vision for AI PCs. The emphasis on on-device processing for efficiency, coupled with the continued and exceptional battery life needs, aligns closely with AMD's development focus. We're actively working to integrate even more powerful AI engines directly into our future mobile processors, ensuring a balance of performance and power efficiency for these demanding AI workloads. And it's invaluable for us to hear firsthand about TSMC's specific needs in this evolving space. Thank you, CH, for sharing your insights into the future.
Thank you, Jack. We look forward to seeing how AMD innovation in AI PC technology can drive advancement that empower everyday work.
Of course. Thank you again, CH. You take care, okay?
Okay, thank you.
After the show, I invite everyone here to stop by the demo area and get hands-on with some of these incredible enterprise systems. You'll see firsthand just how powerful and beautifully designed these AMD Pro Power devices really are. Now, while AI PCs are pushing computing to new heights, some workflows demand unmatched next-level performance. From groundbreaking products to 8K cinematic experiences, visionaries need workstation power that never fails. This is where AMD stands apart. Our mission for Workstation is clear. We push the boundaries of high-performance computing for the most demanding AI and creative workloads. And no product embodies this mission more than AMD Ryzen Threadripper. For generations, Threadripper has redefined desktop performance, giving creators the speed, the headroom, and the freedom to perfect their craft. The Ryzen Threadripper 7000 series is the most powerful workstation CPU ever made, built for the artists, the engineers, and AI innovators. This is the process that doesn't flinch, delivering up to 80% better performance than the competition's best. It's an absolute beast. Nothing else comes close. But in true AMD fashion, we had to take it a step further. That's why today, I'm thrilled to introduce the brand new Ryzen Threadripper Pro 9000 series. Thank you, Chang. Codenamed Shimada Peak, this is the world's best and most powerful workstation CPU ever made. Thank you, Chang. Built on 4 nanometers Zen 5 architecture, Shimada Peak delivers up to 96 cores and 192 threads with unmatched throughput and power efficiency. From multi-physics simulations to 8K footage grading, it tackles design, simulation, and rendering at record speeds. Take a look at the performance difference on Cinebench. There's no contest here. This is absolute workload domination. Just look at how fast it renders the scene. By the way, while we wait for the best to render, what you just witnessed is AMD's breaking a new world record, crushing the previous one set by our own last generation. It's simply incredible. Shimada Peak is so powerful, it demolishes the best by 2.2x. Its true power shows up where it counts, in the real world. From simulations to rendering, Shimada Peak dominates every professional workload. Plus, enterprise teams get robust AMD Pro features. This is the world's best workstation engine, built to turn bold ideas into breakthroughs. We're proud that the world's most innovative organizations rely on AMD Threadripper to turn imagination into reality. Organizations like MIPS in Sweden are redefining safety, pioneering helmet technology that protects millions of lives. By mimicking the brain's natural defense systems, develop a way to reduce the rotational forces that cause serious head injuries. At the core of this life-saving innovation are high-performance Lenovo workstations, powered by AMD Threadripper, running complex biomechanical simulations to model the brain's reaction in real-world crashes. In Spain, infrastructure and renewable energy leader Acciona is building future, smarter, faster, and more sustainable than ever before. The digital engineering teams rely on the power of Threadripper workstations to keep colossal projects on track and on budget. With 64 cores of raw performance, tasks that once took 10 hours, like stitching drone survey images, now just take 4. Electrical substation simulations run 4 times faster, all while cutting power consumption in half. When innovation meets efficiency at this scale, the results are truly transformative. And the story doesn't end there, because Threadripper also powers some of the most visually ambitious films ever brought to life. Oscar-winning Weta FX, the legendary visual effects studio behind The Lord of the Rings, Avatar, and now the latest Minecraft movie, relies on the unmatched power of AMD Threadripper to transform bold, visionary ideas into cinematic masterpieces. And who better to share what that kind of creative firepower means for the future of filmmaking than Weta FX itself?
I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
How am I part of this?
You'll see.
I know someone who would pay a pretty price for your head.
The Green Knight is someone you know.
Did you get a look at his face?
I see you, son.
Home. Family.
I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
I'm about to do something terrible.
If we are to die, then we will die fighting, all as one.
Please join me in welcome to the stage, Daniel Sia, CEO of Weta FX.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi,
Hey,
Jack.
Daniel.
So good to
Thank
see
you
you,
so
man.
much for joining here. How you doing?
Jet lagging.
Daniel, I'm such a fan of Weta's work. You have all the blockbusters there. Of course, I love Transformers.
Yes.
For those in the audience who may not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit more about Weta FX?
Oh, yeah. So, as you can see, we love to blow things up. right? And then in the last 30 years history, my company has probably destroyed the world a couple of times. We are famous of doing avatars. We're doing Lord of the Rings. So anybody watched the Lord of the Rings before? Raise your hand. Right? How about avatars? Thank God. But you guys must know about us. The reason we are low profile for a reason, because in Hollywood industry, that we have to give credits to the directors, right? So we are pretty much like visual effects industry. We are like Hollywood CIA. You will only be famous when you screw up, right? So we basically were trying to be low key. But in the last 33 years, company we actually won multiple Oscars. Last time I checked was like almost 16 Oscars we won. This year, among 5 nominations for Oscar Best Picture, we got nominated 3, but we lost, right? But my company currently, which is we are working on several good films. I shared with you yesterday, right? We're currently working on the Fantastic Four, right? And then we are currently also working on the new Avengers projects. Not to mention we are about to release Avatar 3. So
No spoilers, no spoilers.
I signed a lot of NDA. So this is us, and thank you for inviting me here.
Of course,
Thank you.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. And tell us more about your interaction in film industry, right? Like, who do you work with? Who do you meet?
Oh my God! So even though I just joined Weta 3 months ago, but I have been in this industry for almost 13 years. I joined this industry. My last company is called Digital Domain. I was their CEO for 13 years. And then, so basically, everybody must thought that we are very, kind of fancy with celebrity all the time, right? And then hang out with them. It is partially true because we have one of the largest motion capture stage. We met a lot of celebrities. But as you can imagine, because we are doing visual effects, right? So all those very cool stuff, the explosions, the kind of fancy stuff. If you come visit us, which I know you're going to come visit me.
Definitely.
It's all green screen and blue screen. Kind of fun, right, if you are in our industry. But for example, like we currently, we work directly with the directors, right? So I'm very fortunate for me right now because we're going to have another Lord of the Rings next year. So I'm currently working very closely with my founder and also our chairman, Peter Jackson. And also, I think it's going to be 3 more or 4 more avatars to go. So I'm also working very closely with James Cameron.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And Dan, we worked on some incredible projects together, right, through the years. And you were one of the first adopter of Threadripper.
Yeah.
Why did you choose AMD?
Oh my God! I heard so much story, right? Even though, just like what I said, this is my 3rd month. But when I joined Weta, everybody talking about AMD. Apparently, unlike other players in the industry, you guys love something new. You love to explore. You love to bring new technology, new products to the partner like us to do testing, right? So guys, this is what my CTO shared with me. The first time when AMD shared with us their cool stuff, right? And we do some testing. The moment after we finish the testing, we basically decide to switch everything to AMD. I'm not talking about not limited just the render servers, workstations. You just mentioned the Threadripper, right? It have been tested. It's actually 60% faster than any other product we tried before. So thank you. It's basically, I think this partner with you is a pleasure. And I have a feeling it's just the beginning.
It's just beginning, and we love your relentless pursuit of innovation. I mean, you're making groundbreaking films. You're basically redefining what technology can do. Can you tell us a little bit more how AI is changing your workflows?
Well, I think this is a very tough question.
Yes.
As you probably can imagine, when we talk about AI, lots of people probably thought that, wow, because we are indeed a bunch of artists, creators, storytellers, so AI probably not that affecting our industry. But I can tell you right now, as basically we are at the front line. AI is dramatically changing the landscape of our industry. So when we talk about AI, basically we have two different things, right? So what we have been doing AI since decades ago. Lord of the Rings, even the first or second avatars. But if we talk about Gen AI, it's a complicated issue, right? So let me just share a little bit about my experience. When we talk about Gen AI, I remember like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, when we talked to clients meaning Disney, Warner Brothers, Paramount, Sony, right, online streaming platform, they were kind of scared and worried because they kind of worried that how can we control the IP issues, the potential litigations, or how can we maintain such high quality, right? I can tell right now, so even though a lot of people probably not in my industry probably not loved about this because people are worried about AI may replace some of our artists, but I see things differently because ultimately I believe that we can use AI, we can use Gen AI as a tool, and AI can be a powerful weapons for our artists that we can increase our capacity to basically have a better margin. And this is exactly why, Jack, I mentioned to you last night.
Yes.
I kind of felt that with this partnership, we're basically talking about a brand new future. And this is exactly why we make it, even a 2-day trip, and it's super worth it.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much. I think this is a great partnership. We believe in high performance computing at AMD.
Yeah.
You're doing breakthrough films in Hollywood and worldwide films. Absolutely love it. We want to help you unlock the full creativity, imagination of artists everywhere.
Yeah.
And how do you see the world of distributed compute between the cloud and the endpoint?
Absolutely. This is a very good question. So in my industry, you guys probably heard about the beloved President Trump talking about the tariffs, lately about my industry, films, right? So nowadays, movie makers, studios, they want to cost down, the films. So ideally, you can only get benefit from 2 things. Number one, to get a cheaper labor forces, right? For example, like nowadays, filmmakers love places like India, places like Eastern Europe, places like Southeast Asia, right? Or you have a second choice, which is to find a place you can get a better tax rebates. Place like London, like Canada, right? Or like New Zealand or Australia. And that is exactly the situation I'm facing, and thank you for asking me that questions. Because a company like us, we have to do expansion because there's getting more and more content in the business, right? Online streaming platform, right? When I first joined this industry 13 years ago, I only have 6 clients. Now it's like 20, 30 clients. And then each of the clients, they have their preference. Some of the clients love London. Some of the clients love Canada, right? Some of the clients love Australia. And I can tell you, this is exactly what you asked me. When we open new facility, new studios, I think cloud computing is very important. It's going to be a hybrid. It's a hybrid of the local rendering, the local workstations, and also our cloud computing as well.
Correct. You use Genoa servers
Exactly.
and Threadripper workstations. I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Daniel, for the audience here, you just said you work on Avatar 3.
Yeah.
You going to invite me to the private premiere?
Oh, absolutely. So I want to share a little story to you about that. So I was very, very struggling, I must confess, right? Because, first of all, I thank you for inviting me here. This is a very important platform for me because this is the first time I'm addressed to the public as a CEO of, Weta. So basically, to me, it's a milestone to me. But before I head into the airport, the Wellington Airport, I received an email from a very respected director, which is Mr. Cameron. He sent me an email basically saying, "Hey Daniel, why don't we have lunch? Talk about Avatar." And then, guys, remember in our industry, Mr. Cameron is like God. This is a director, who made Titanic. This is a director who made Avatars, right? Terminators, right? True Lies, right? So the best answer to him should be, "How about right now? How about tomorrow?" Right? And then I was respond to him by saying, "I'm sorry, I'm heading to Taipei for a Computex for AMD."
Thank you, Daniel.
I blame you for that. Thank you. And I want to tell you why. Thanks. I want to tell you why. Even though Mr. Cameron is the most important director. He's a visionary. He's a very good friend and a good partner that I still, regardless coming to Taipei, it's one reason because I consider my industry are at the crossroad right now. And this crossroad is about whether that we can be successful by using the brand new technology. And I was making fun of Jack because our name, Jack Daniel, it's not going to be a whiskey name anymore. Our partnership is symbolizing, AMD, Weta, Jack Daniel. We're talking about technology and artists and arts. And this combination, AMD and Weta FX, I believe that we're going to basically into a new chapter. This is a new chapter is how we're going to define how to make films. This is a new chapter how we're going to influence Hollywood. And it's beginning now.
Thank you so much, Daniel. I'm so excited. I'll visit you in Wellington soon, okay?
Absolutely.
You take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, right?
And apologize, James Cameron, for me. So, studios with Weta FX, you see, it truly inspires us, and we're proud to power their mission because it's not just work, it's a passion and friendship, right? But I think about accelerated computing. We all know hardware alone is not enough. Software is key. That's why we built ROCm, our open source software stack designed to accelerate HPC and AI workloads. ROCm has grown rapidly with hundreds of partners and thousands of developers, including Microsoft, OpenAI, and Meta. And while ROCm thrives in data centers, we know it hasn't fully translated to endpoint devices yet. We're committed to open source innovation, and we aim to make ROCm the standard for accelerated computing, from enthusiast laptops to AI factories. And as part of our accelerated roadmap and renewed commitment, we want to share some news with you today. To give us some perspective on our current position and future direction, let's welcome to the stage Andre, our Chief Software Officer. Andre, good to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks, Jack.
Now, Andre, let me start by setting the scene. I know your team spent considerable amount of time engaging with developers recently. What are some of the key takeaways from those conversations?
Well, thanks, Jack. As you mentioned already, ROCm provides essential drivers, development tools, APIs that empower users to accelerate their work on GPUs. And that's from the very fundamental, like basis kernel, to the very sophisticated applications. ROCm has long supported Radeon hardware, but we have traditionally prioritized our focus to hyperscalers, to data centers. Client-side developers have very clearly told us, expressed a desire to treat endpoint ROCm support as the urgency for our development. So another consistent piece of feedback was focused on ease of use. Developers highlighted that achieving peak performance required excessive manual effort, and rather than having just a very seamless, out-of-the-box experience that they would expect. So we are working very, very actively to address that concern. Another concern that I heard from developers was the frequency and cadence of our releases, our adoption of new features, and hardware support. So moving forward, we'll ensure that ROCm compatibility with the new client hardware happens on day one. In other words, each and every new architecture will ship with ROCm in mind. And lastly, Jack, the developer community made it clear, open source is the future. No one wants to be locked in a proprietary code. Developers are passionate about making ROCm a thriving, very open ecosystem.
Absolutely, Andre, and we're committed to raising the bar on what ROCm can do and should be. And on behalf of AMD, thank you to everyone who shared their insights with you and the team. So Andre, with that in mind, where do we go from here?
Thanks. Let's look into some updates, some next steps that we are doing. Looking ahead, in the second half of the year, we are really happy to announce, actually starting today, support for Radeon 900 series GPUs and Ryzen AI Max APUs. But our commitment to ROCm is really to accelerate the development, ensuring readiness for future hardware launches from the day one. For Linux, For Linux innovators, we have optimized ROCm for the newest Linux versions, providing integrated support with advanced AI, such as DeepSeek, Llama 4, Qwen, Gemma. Additionally, we optimize inference serving with Ollama or VLM, ensured compatibility with vendor-agnostic type of Triton compiler, and then we continue to provide very, very robust framework for PyTorch and Hugging Face. We also are working actually in streaming the experience for the teams. We want developers to dedicate less time to hardware acceleration hassles and more time to innovation. So expect something very new, out-of-the-box ROCm support for Red Hat and Ubuntu, starting in the second half of the next year.
And Andre, it definitely sounds like you and your team are really embracing a developer-first approach.
Well, absolutely. Developer first, but also one more thing. It is actually user-centric. Because GPU acceleration, it isn't for developers anymore. Professionals and workstations users are seeing AI become essential to their evolving workloads. Think about content creators like Comfy UI, which are used to generate stunning visuals, or maybe researchers trying to train AI for critical scientific simulations, or gamers with the latest Radeon 9070 XT who want to push the boundaries by developing and experimenting with the new AI models. AI is literally reshaping how people utilize computing power, and ROCm is evolving accordingly. That is why we are thrilled to announce something even kind of more interesting, I think, for the client-type space. So we are bringing ROCm support to Windows in the second half of this year. With PyTorch support to Windows, users can fully harness the AMD GPU power, dramatically accelerating AI model training tasks. Whether you are fine-tuning models or, as you spoke about it, you're doing some privacy-sensitive applications on your machine, customizing them maybe for special use cases. Windows users will soon enjoy full ROCm experience within the Windows driver. And we are also adding the Onyx execution provider, where our users are going to see a real boost in running already trained AI models very efficiently. That means that models that are built in frameworks, something like PyTorch, can be easily shared and run across different hardware platforms. So our ROCm optimized Onyx EP on Windows will make running these models seamlessly and significantly faster than on the CPU today.
Andre, developer first and user-centric. I love where this is headed. It aligns with our vision to turn ROCm into the universal standard for accelerated computing. And the easy ways for us to make it for users to adopt it is the faster we can democratize accelerated computing.
Yes, absolutely, Jack. We build leadership silicon products that consistently break the world records. You just spoke about Threadripper series, right? Moving forward, we are applying the same urgency, we are applying the same focus to software development. In the second half of this year, we'll be rolling ROCm support and optimizations for several existing new products, new models, new frameworks. The commitment to open source means that we are in this all together. I've seen your passion and dedication to making ROCm the most robust ecosystem with thriving community. And I want users to know that we are investing significant resources to accelerate that shared vision.
And Andre, I know you and your team have plenty of work ahead, but really appreciate you sharing all of us here with us, with the audience here today.
My pleasure, Jack. Stay tuned. There are a lot of exciting things coming through.
Of course. Thank you, Andre. You take care, okay?
Thank you.
Now, there are many times when large means better, whether it's a 7 billion parameter model for customer support or breakthrough AI applications, larger models can unlock real advantages, sharper results, deeper reasoning, and more accurate context-aware responses. Most importantly, they meet the demands of enterprise workloads with precision and confidence. Just look at the example on the screen, what a few billion parameters can do, even with high quantization. In this context, there's one more thing that I want to show you, something different. A new kind of workstation engine designed for the pioneers building the future of local AI, for the developers pushing the limits, for the disruptors who need power, precision, and performance right at the edge. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the Radeon AI Pro R9700. Built on our next generation Ardian 4 architecture, This GPU is crafted for professionals who need fast, secure, and local AI development. It delivers cutting-edge performance exactly where your most critical data lives, on-site, in real time, and under your control. The R9700 is built for serious AI workloads. With over 1,500 TOPS of 4-bit performance, it powers next-gen AI innovation. Supporting FP8 in a wide range of data types, it strikes the perfect balance of speed and precision. And with 32 gigabytes of VRAM, it handles larger models with ease and confidence. You can see the difference that frame buffer makes. When you compare the R9700 to lower memory GPUs like the RTX 5080, that extended memory pool translates directly into performance, delivering up to 5x better results when running larger, more complex models. This is how we power the next wave of intelligent edge computing. And of course, we didn't want just to tell you about it. We wanted to build it. Right here at Computex, for the first time, you're looking at the world's most powerful workstation platform for AI developers, built to train, fine-tune, and deploy the next generation of models inside 4 Radeon AI Pro R9700 GPUs, each with 32 gigabytes of VRAM, paired with Shimada Peak, our next generation AMD Threadripper processor. This is not a concept. This is not a render. It's real, it's running, and it's ready. If you're building the future of AI, this is the machine that you've been waiting for. Because when paired with Shimada Peak, the R9700s working in tandem can unlock the capability to run even larger models, from Llama 4 Scout to DeepSeek R1, locally, securely, and with uncompromised performance. And the best part, you won't have to wait long. Shimada Peak and the Radeon AI Pro R9700 will be available this July. Before we wrap up, we have one final guest to welcome. He's the mastermind behind Higgsfield, a groundbreaking platform that uses AI to generate cinematic-style videos from just a single image or prompt. Let's take a quick look at what Higgsfield can do. Please join me in welcoming the founder and CEO of Higgsfield AI, Alex Meskov. Alex, count on out. Alex, how you doing? Great to have you here. Alex, it's so great to see Higgsfield disrupting the entire creative workflow, turning static images and text and transforming them into vivid videos getting used for advertisements, film, gaming, and of course, social media.
Thanks, Jack. I'm truly honored to be here. We started Higgsfield with a very simple idea: give every storyteller the same superpowers that the biggest studios have, and remove the friction of traditional production process. 3 years ago, it was completely unthinkable. Now this becomes possible thanks to innovation led by AMD. It consists of 3 key pillars, which is leading GPUs, best-in-class CPUs, and also open source software system ROCm, which differentiates AMD from everyone else. And we feel that with these recent announcements of Threadripper CPUs and also R9700 GPUs, we're gonna see further democratization of video AI, as these recent most powerful video AI models are now accessible on each workstation.
Yeah, and Alex, that's simply incredible. Can you share your experience for AMD technology today?
Totally. So
Yes.
I'm simply an engineer, so I care about two things. First is performance leadership, and second is frictionless deployments. So we run a bunch of head-to-head tests of various image-to-video models, including all open-source video models. And we consistently see that AMD outperforms its competitors by 30%, from 10 to 30% in terms of cost efficiency. Specifically, we can see the difference of 20% on our own Higgsfield DOP model, so that AMD delivers 20% higher cost efficiency compared to the competitors.
I mean, it's so great to hear that you love our CPU and GPUs, but I'm actually personally super excited that you're able to deploy ROCm seamlessly into your workflow.
Absolutely, and I think I just want to give kudos to you and the whole AMD organization that the onboarding process is very seamless. There is zero friction.
Wonderful. So, Alex, as a creator, what kind of skill set do you need to leverage for your tools to create those amazing personalized videos?
Totally. I would love to talk along about that, but it's better to show probably an example. And let's just walk through a step-by-step process for a portrait animation. This is a very popular use case across all creators. So we designed an inclusive system for all creative professionals so that they can leverage our AI video model in their workflows. You can see it's very, very simple. They just enter the text, they upload an image, and then they can see the final video.
And Alex, I hear many creators are really excited about your Higgsfield VFX and special effects.
Indeed, this is a true differentiator, and those advanced VFX effects become possible thanks to AI technology. Let's look how we can apply professional visual effects on top of the video which we already generated.
So, woman in the ocean watching in the camera and camera going through her mouth. Let's check this out. That's the future of social media.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very I can actually see how we're helping creators quickly develop visually appealing content in minutes or even seconds, versus having to spend significant time and money with traditional production team. Creators have unlimited ideas, Alex, as you and I talked. And what I love about what you're doing is you're giving them a tool to rapidly explore all their ideas and bring their visions to life quickly and cost effectively.
Totally. That's exactly what Higgsfield is doing. Moreover, this technology and product is already widely used by social media creators.
And Alex, I heard you're creating a short film series with AMD. Is that true?
Yeah, this is totally revolutionary. No one else has ever done this. And I'm happy to unveil today at Computex 2025 the actual trailer for the mini-series which we produced together.
Shall we watch it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Everything had its place. Each of us innovating in a silo. They said it kept us steady, kept the city moving forward. But that night, I saw something, an anomaly, so I followed it. It wasn't a glitch. It was a beginning.
Alex, that was amazing. Remind me a little bit about the Matrix. So this is now rendered on AMD GPU in a data center. And with our next generation Threadripper CPUs and Radeon R9700 GPUs, I can quickly see that creative professionals can now actually render this locally on their workstations.
Totally. The way how I look at that is that together we shorten the gap between innovation and impact. So I think it is quite simple. AMD makes compute more affordable for everyone. Friction reduces every month as you keep improving the ROCm, and the community keeps improving it as well, so that everyone in the world, all the creators, can access this professional video AI tooling.
That's right. And for AMD, success is seeing partners like yourself and Higgsfield push boundaries we never imagined. You know, we deliver open hardware and software. You deliver the cinematic magic. I can't wait to see what's next. And we're just getting started.
Totally, Jack, and thank you very much for the partnership.
Of course.
We're so happy to be part of this revolution led by AMD.
Thank you, Alex, for your time. Okay, you take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
As we close today's show, let's remember the journey we've taken. We set out to think big while going small. And we discovered it's powerful, how powerful AI PCs that run real-time intelligence locally. FSR Redstone, delivering cinematic visuals with advanced neural rendering precision. The Radeon RX 9060 XT, making next-gen gaming accessible to all. Shimada Peak, breaking records, empowering the world's most ambitious creators. ROCm on Windows, on Linux, simplified and for everyone. And the Radeon AI Pro R9700, driving AI at the edge. The future isn't just in the cloud. It's also right here, right now, in your hands. Remember that the biggest breakthroughs in history often start with the smallest spark. Let's rethink computing at every level to realize the world's untapped potential of endpoint devices, because small isn't less. Small is mighty. We can absolutely think big by going small. Thank you all for joining us. The best is yet to come.